Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. And so this video, I'm gonna be doing a little something different. But I did a PB analysis video, but this is gonna be critiquing two of my biggest PBs. Now, shout out to Tom Shi, a Super Mario Odyssey YouTuber who makes really good, high quality content, especially if you want to get into the game. He's got great tutorials that are a little bit more outdated, more dated than Small Ants. So, anyways, this is a video that he did analyzing two of his 90% PBs, two of his big milestones. So, I wanted to do the same, but with two different other PBs, you know? So, this is my 109 first sub 110 and my current 103.57. So, we're going to compare the PBs, see the difference between the strats that I do and the routing. So, let's get into it. So as you can see, I didn't start exactly at the same time, but it doesn't really matter that much. Oh. So there we go. So you got two different screens. We got the 109 and then the 103. So let's, yeah. The splits are a little bit hard to see, but it's kind of obvious if you look at the, if you just look at the bottom timers. So as you can see, the 103 is going to actually be a faster spin pound than the start. The 109.42 had a little bit slower of a spin pound. But I will say the 109, like, I would say that I've always been good at early game. Like, I've always been decent at early game, even, like, yeah, there we go. Like, that's my 109. You kind of just do, like, a little roll cancel, but the 103, I kind of make it a little bit cleaner with a spin throw on the lever. I did get first-person mode in both, though. So 109, 108 is when I really started getting decent caps. Actually, no, I think I was getting sub 230s at like 112, so yeah. 103, as you can see, the vectoring is a little bit different. I actually do a different vectoring path, and the 109 plays it a little bit safer with some high jumps. 103 is going for left side, which 109 not going for left side, but it goes for like some weird, I did some weird shenanigans back in the day. 103 obviously just a tiny bit. Let's see, the 109 is actually going to take over. There we go, yeah. It's about a second in delay. So I actually got a 228 in my 109. I got a 230. So this is one of the kingdoms where you're going to see my 109 pull ahead out of my 103, which is pretty interesting. So it's kind of cool to narrate, go back. Also, my analyzed PB, like the audio on my mic was barely on, so you kind of got this video now. There we go. We got two of these PBs. Yes, sir. So I spin pound at the beginning of Cascade in my 109. Not ideal. It's actually slower. This is not 2018 anymore. Lol. 103.57 just gets a normal long jump in there. I think 109 just does a single jump. Single hop. But I will say, you won't see much difference in the cascades, maybe like 1.5 to 2 seconds, since my cascades have always been decent. Even when my 109 had like, I would average like 550s. So again, I was pretty good at early game for the 109 level. I did 2 dives there on the 109, which made me have to do a wall jump, Tome and Cappy, when 103 just dives straight up to the platform. As you see, both going to resort to Dino Skip because DSS is a trick for like 100, 159 runners. It's a trick that I actually know how to do. I'm not the greatest at, and the only way I'm going to pull it off, yeah, is for like nipple percent. As you can see, we got the same methods, although the 109 is a little bit worse. The 103 is a little bit cleaner, less mistakes. Now again, my chain chomp method is, I was told it was fine as long as I don't shake. I probably can cut even with the normal throw cappy out and smack the hat and then recapture, which is the original strat, but I do a kind of a weird variant of it. Just a normal dive to save movement for that moon grab, because like what else are you gonna do? And there we go. We got the 109, just barely behind by like probably actually. They're not in sync again. They're like 1.5 difference, so it's not that big of a deal. But again, pretty close. Again, you don't see that much of a difference from my 103 to my 109 because my early game, my Cascade and Cap are usually decent. So yeah. Although my 109 did some weird shenanigans, like it did a ground pound, a little scuffed if you ask me, but it's fine. We turn it around. There we go. So 550 Cascade, no 551. I forgot. I used to split on the A button, which is kind of cringe, but yeah. But I get a 547 in my 103. There we go. 109 is going to be leaving at a 551. So again, like two decent, split, like a 4-second difference out of Cascade. It's actually kind of crazy how my 109 is keeping up pretty well. It's pretty keeping up. But here's the difference. This is when, it all changes. Okay, this is when the 109 really separates the time. Instead of being 4 to 5 behind, you can also see the mashing's a little bit better than the 103. But instead of being 4 to 5 seconds behind, it's going to be like 40 seconds behind. And you'll see that in the routing that I do. So 103 is, just doing its thing, doing DSTA, obviously, more ideal. I do like some weird movement. I think I bonk here, grabbing the bird nicely on the 103, 109 a little bit behind. This routing's gonna seem like really weird. Like look at how slow that was in the 109. You definitely tell like the movement is really polished compared to the 109 to the 103. So the 103 looks like a little bit better movement, a little tiny bit more sloppiness, but cleaner lines. Also, camera control was better at the 103. You'll see that. And again, you'll see that like I'm doing SMAT route in 109 and 103. I'm doing DSTA. So a little bit different. So yeah, 109 is actually, it looks like 109's ahead, but yeah, you grab an extra moon with DSTA. So actually 2 extra moons over my 109. Well, basically, so as you see, 109 does not go for dram, the up throw strat with the bullet bill. I do not do that in the 109. I just didn't feel comfortable with it yet. 103, I have mastered dram by then. At that point, dram was pretty easy for me. So yeah, it looks like 103 is gonna pull ahead with dram, or at least catch up a lot. His term is like positioning, because the thing about not doing dram is you gotta do the backup, and at 109 I didn't know what the backup was. As you can see, you got no bullet build tech for either one, which I should do. As you can see, look at the way the direction is crazy. Like 109's going to Sphinx, and like 103 is not even close to Sphinx. So it shows. Unless you learn Black Club, which I've been practicing, but I gotta get better at. There we go. 103. Not bad. So yeah, I do Jaxie skip in the 103 because reverse Jaxie only saves like 0.8 seconds if done well, and it's not even worth it unless you're going for Plaid Clip, which at the time I definitely wasn't considering. 109 goes into Flowing Sands room. I think that's what it's called, where you just sink in ruins. I think it's called something like that. So yeah. And as you can see, like, look at the difference on time. Like, 103 just needs like one more moon. It's about to leave. I think I get a 5 flat in my 103. So like a decent sand. Not a sub 5, but pretty decent. And then 109, as you can see, is going for Jaxie skip. I assume I wouldn't fail it. Yeah. But as you can see, I'm not grabbing those extra coins from that chest because I didn't need them because I went to Sphinx. Although 103, you need those extra coins because you're doing DSTA. And you're also doing left side, or at least the direction where you're going to need more coins. I did Cactus Dive in 103. 109 bonks into the Cactus. So yeah, I'm leaving at 10:48 in my 103. 10 minutes and 48 seconds, so again, like a little bit better. And then 109 leaves, well, we'll see in a sec. I'm pretty sure it was 11:28. Pretty sure. Yeah, it is. Okay. So 11:28. And 11:28 is like an average. It's probably like an average exit for 109. It's actually not bad for 109. As you can see, 103 is already in the lake. I don't do lake lip. It's something that I could consider along the lines, but not even I won't even do lake lip till after I get 102. So maybe like 101, because you really don't need lake lip for. I mean, with that logic, you can get 56 without lake lip, but eventually there's a line that you draw between recommendations for tricks, and then actually not having to go by it. 109 just still through all these cutscenes. 103 is like halfway done through Lake. I mean, it just shows like the difference between the skill set. Yeah. So 103 is definitely zooming right now. I'm pretty sure I got like a 257 Lake. Like I got a pretty good Lake. Oh, 109 didn't even do the vault. So there you go. I did a triple jump. Yeah, I did. That's very slow. I didn't know it at first. And then I do like such a weird, like I go so far out to capture that zipper, and I will see a lot of sub 110, early sub 110 runners or 11X runners. They go far out to capture that zipper. 103, I'm nailing the fast strats. I'm pretty sure I do the fast strats in the 109. I would assume so, at least, I went for the spin throw for the coins, but if I fail that fight. Yeah, so Lake was actually really solid for me in my 103. It was a 257. And I think in my 109s, I would always get like 308s. So like high 30Xs is like my average, which is not terrible for 109. But it wasn't the greatest, obviously. So yeah, I'm just swimming up to the top of the Rango fight. 103 is about the globe. I mean, look at it. I'm a little tired. Yeah, so 109 did the fast strats, but he threw Cappy out. But Mario threw Cappy out instead. Like, look at how safe. That's a little bit more safer approach where you throw Cappy out, so you stall in the air just a tiny bit longer, so you don't risk doing it too late or early. That's what the method I did. And I'm leaving Lake at I think this is like a 13 4x. I can't see it that well. 13 4x. And then I'm leaving uh, with the 109. I think I'm leaving like a 3x probably. No, not a 3x. I think it's a 40. No, it's a 41. Yeah, it's a 41. Ooh, a little bit mishap with the rock on the 103, but not too big of a deal. And you're gonna see a lot of difference when it comes to wooded. Like wooded, the gap between like sand. You thought the gap between sand was big. The gap between wooded is gonna be bigger than sand. Like the routing's just that much. Yeah, I got a 311 in my sand lake. Oh, I did make a mistake there. I remember when I was analyzing this PB. I remember making that weird mistake. I'm not going for the roll cancel. I just go for the double spin. It just plays it safer. As you can see, 103 is going for nut clips, and I obviously get it. Barely got it. But you can see that like the routing, like 103 is going for nut clip. 109's struggling with this rock. Yeah, like having to back it up and having to go a slower approach, and then 103 is just kind of zooming. Made a little mistake in nut clip, but it's fine. Doing the run up the ramp, and yeah, this pretty clean spin drill. There we go. And 109 is just purchasing the shot moon, so you can definitely see a big difference. It's crazy that my PB gets like a 637 in my 109. That just shows how bad your woodeds can be, and you still get sub 110. Like, you don't need good woodeds. Like, you rarely you could get not even a sub 7 and still get a sub 110. And I always had this assumption that I needed like a 1x, which was just wrong. As you can see, 109 not going for nut clip. And 103 is very far ahead. And as you can see, I was doing cement, so I didn't do gate skip or anything. I just opened the gate, capturing this uproot. And then 103 is literally about 2 minutes away from being done. 2.5 minutes. 109 grabbing that nut moon, and look at this. I go to flooded pipes, which I didn't. Tom sheet was out for a few years, so I should have learned Tom sheet. But I learned cement because I don't know why I did. But yeah, I don't think I got fast pipes. I definitely did not. Looking at the cycle, I learned tree route now, so I've been doing tree routing runs. My new gold's like a 524 wooded, which is pretty solid. Yeah, I think I was trying to go for something fast, and yeah, I've always sucked at flooded pipes. Like just like a month ago, I started getting good at them. Like that just shows how annoying they are for me. And yeah, we're leaving flooded pipes. Like the only reason you go to flooded pipes is for like spiritless or for tree route. So it's like it's kind of weird to see it in that way. And look at the movement, like a little weird on the movement up to the top of that over that fence. And yeah, we're getting nut and red maze. Well, 103 is literally about to exit tower. It just shows like that gap, man. Ugh. This gap is gonna be really big. Like you'll see, I'm pretty sure 109 leaves at like a 21, and then 103 leaves at like a low 19. So it just shows like, yeah. So I did not do spiritless in my 103, which I should have done at least, but I sucked at pipes at the time, so I didn't even really bother with that. It was still a 541. It was still like an average wooded. It was like an average wooded for no spiritless, just normal nut clip. And then 109 doesn't do FRS, but neither does my 103. FRS is a trick that's just unnecessary. Like, you could get sub-hour and not do it, but you'd probably learn it before then. And then I did a vault in my 109. Then I get stuck on this, and I bonk because I get an input drop. And I just struggle with that nut, man. Like, look at the struggle on that moon right there. Like that isolated nut on that tower. And now 109 is finally entering tower. Well, 103 is leaving at a 1927. So yeah, 103 is leaving with a low 19, and we're still in tower, folks. So like that gap, man. By the way, the 109 is going to be ahead of certain kingdoms. Funny enough, Cap is not the only one that's going to be ahead of. Cascade and Cap were pretty good for both levels. And the 109 is just still fighting Spirit while I'm in Cloud on the 103. So just like, yeah, getting the hats. And I did fast hats in the 103. You won't see me do it in the 109. At least I'm pretty sure you won't. You might see a weird variation of it, but yeah. So yeah, 103 gets fast hats. 109 is grabbing that multi-moon. Gonna leave. If I hope I'm right on this, I leave at a 2114. I think I remember leaving at that time. Because 2120 was the 111. And when I got this 109, it was pretty crazy for me at the time. Like once I got 109, I was like, oh my gosh, this is nuts. And I leaving Cloud on the 103. I got 109 because this PB was like a 1 minute and 40 second PB. This 109, which at the time was insane. Like I'd be lucky to PB by like 20 to 30 seconds at like my level now. And I go for CRJ meme tree. You will not see that in the 109. So yeah, a little bit safer. I'm pretty sure I got like a 221 loss, so like an average loss for me. My gold's a 215 though, so yeah, I didn't do the safe. I did the really baby strats for butterfly. I did not need to do that. But I guess this loss was decent besides that. 109, let's look at this cloud. I think I got like 140 clouds like every time because I didn't do fast hats, and fast hat saves like 9 seconds. And we go with the first phase. I did do the first fast hat in the 109. I did do the first one. The 109 is pretty crushing right now for these strats at the time. Like at least I didn't do like the most babyest of the fast hats. Like I was always getting like 140 ones, and I wasn't mad with that at the time. And you know, fast hats I should have incorporated earlier. I'm not gonna ignore that, or I'm not gonna argue that. I probably should have learned fast hats around 110 or 111, and then at some 110 you gotta know fast hats. Like I was refusing to learn them. Like the time that I learned them was like 103. As you can see, 103 gets deathless, which is pretty cool. And 109 is just entering loss, so about a kingdom ahead difference, but that gap will get even bigger and bigger. Keep in mind, these PBs are about 6 minutes apart, so they're pretty big apart. Yeah. Goes for the, again, normal triple jump meme tree, nothing too risky. I'm literally walking, not even roll boosting. Like, you'll see, I'll probably get like a 234, like, lost or something like that. Like a 2-3x probably. Yeah, and I'm still doing the really safe strat in the 109. But I do the double jump home cabbie to the butterfly. I don't do the whole crappy butterfly strats. 103, look at this movement. Ooh. That double triple jump. I'm pretty sure at 109 I did impossible jump metro for some reason. I did a triple jump and lost. Feels weird, champ. Nice. I didn't do the roll cancel. I did not do the roll cancel. And lost for that moon in the 109. Yeah, I didn't get double block for a while. Yeah, it's not double blocking. Oh, wait, no, it is. Never mind. 103 is literally halfway done through Night Metro, so it just shows, like, I mean, those two big kingdoms, the Sand and Wooded, were the big separators. And 109 finally about to leave. Yeah, it looks like around a 230, depending on. I think I get Deathless in my 109. Yeah, I think I just take the death, probably. Yeah, I do take the death in the 109. I don't get Deathless. I think I could have went for that, but I just didn't bother it. And there we go. We're globing out of leaving Lost, while the 103 is in Night Metro right now. So, yeah, and literally super close to finishing. All I need to do is fight the Mecha Wiggler. And there we go. I left Lost minus 18 off PB. A 233 Lost. Okay, that's not too bad. So I was right. It was like a 230 something. Which is not terrible for 109. It's not the greatest. Like, I probably should have 2x, but yeah. My sub was... Oh, you can't even see my sub because I didn't have it on my splits. Yeah. There we go. And I got a really good pattern. Like, this was a good Mecha Wiggler. And the only reason it worked out as well as it did is because my pattern was really good. So, it was a really good... I'm lucky that I got a pattern like that. Because if not, I probably would not... Without that RNG, I probably would have not got it that great. That Wiggler. So a little bit better, a little bit cleaner of a Mecha Wiggler than you will see in the 109. I'm pretty sure I get 2 cycle. Yeah. So I get this, again, still really baby strats. Like, I should do that Goomba jump in 103, but I don't. I got a 321 Night Metro, so it's not too bad. I could like mid 3x pretty soon. I mean 3-1x. Mid 3-1x is what I'm saying. I could probably get like a 315 Night Metro if I just like optimize a little bit. Maybe not that good, but at least a 1x, you know. A 109 is gonna look obviously worse than a 103, but people think once you first get sub 110, you think you're insane at the game, and then you really watch. And even my 103 is garbage, so it's like funny. 103 sloppy scoop clip, but we got it. Does 109 go for scoop clip? I'm not 100% sure. There you go. Got the 103. Got the dram, the pole dram. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, so I was doing pole dram at 103, and look, the 109, very sloppy for the first phase. I mean, I guess that wasn't terrible, but it wasn't the greatest. Bench friends already, talking to the guy. And I didn't even know how to do like the stay in the corners so the Mecha Wiggler doesn't travel that much distance. So I was losing like 4 to 5 seconds in this fight alone just because I didn't do the manip. Look at I didn't even know how to stay in the corners on the 109. So yeah, that bit me in the butt. There we go. We got some pretty nice movement to Pauline and to the drummer. I could have done first person mode, but I don't think I considered it that much. Yeah, this was us. Oof. Yeah, that was not a good. I even overheated the tank. Yeah, so very sloppy Mecha Wiggler, but we still got it. There we go. 103.57 gets good, very good movement there. With that spin pound on the mech. I do like 3 dives and just go for the spin. Man. No, but it's actually crazy. Like, you compare these times, and, both of them seem decent. But then when you look at the 103, you're like, dang, I'm this much faster than this. It's got to be like a 5-minute difference, 6-minute difference. It's going to be crazy. I should not do that long jump strat. I did go for blind dive because it's like free now, but at the time, I don't even think I went for I didn't even go for the pylon dram in the 109. And the funny thing is, I didn't go for pylon dram in the 109, and I was doing the pylon dram at like 115, so that just doesn't make any sense. Okay, I'm going for it. Oh, that's very, very slow scoot clip for me, but I think, yeah, I don't think I saved time with that. Maybe 1 second I saved with that at best. That was a very bad scoot clip. Like, at least the 103, I'm still saving like 3 to 4 seconds, but I don't know what that was. 109 not going for bull dram. And the 103, getting the stun cancel, lucky with that, because that stun would have lost me like 3 seconds. I'm very glad that happened, because if not, it would have killed the 3x Metro. And horrible camera control in this section, but I was like just kind of guessing because I just didn't care at the time. And then the 109 is actually doing a different route. It's doing late musicians, so you're gonna see like late musicians used to be the old fast route, but now it's just you save like 10 seconds getting the musicians earlier. And look, I'm leaving day Metro at a low 31 minute. And I didn't even go for blind eye. Like, it took me that long to get the camera set up because my sensitivity is garbage, and it still is garbage, but yeah, it took me that long to turn around. I didn't go for blind dive. I think I was going for it at around sub 110, but like I don't think I did it because I would always fall and miss the moon, so I just didn't risk it. There we go. And got that dive on that moon. I don't think I got the hint dart. No, I did not get the hint dart. Oh wait, why would I get the hint dart? Because this is the 109. I'm not doing DSTK, so yeah. And also I got the coins in Sphinx. Like, look at this angle. Like, the 103 is a little bit more cleaner because it kind of goes around in a more like triangular like, and then like 109 just jumps above everything and kind of enters at the weirdest way. And, we're already in snow talking to Toad. While 109 is just trailing along, the 103 is just kind of zooming. I know my snow was bad because my gold's a 449 snow. I have a 4x snow gold now. 4x. So yeah. At the time, I think I had like a 458. I golded that by a lot. The 109.42 had not even a spin bound to the drummer. Man, I was losing a lot. 357, man. What was that spin pound? Oh, and a bonk on the 103. Feels weird, man. I didn't go for the moon clip. I don't think I was comfortable at it at the 103. 109 definitely doesn't go for it because I don't know if I even knew it existed. I try to go for like a weird strat, But like I had to just like back it up because like, yeah, I got hacked by that stare in the 103, and then I was starting to roll when I was supposed to warp, so I lost like 2 seconds there. There you go. I'm leaving. The 109 leaves not even sub 34. So I had a bad metro. Uh, uh, no, it wasn't that bad. No, 3107, not 3114. 3107. I mean 3407 exit. By the way, it says 447 day metro. That is just a lie. Okay. I used to split like on white fade out, I think. Yeah, I used to split on white fade out and lost. So I think that's why. So my loss was not like a 230. My loss was probably like a 240, like a high 240. 109 finally entering snow. And where was I going in this 109? Like, I was clueless. A triple jump? What was that line? I'm glad I backed that up, like, on the direction, because I didn't know where I was going. It doesn't make any sense. And then the 103 getting the pipe suck. The 109 still clueless. Like, what is this movement? Did I even ground pound? No, I didn't. Well, 103 is about to leave, and I did go for snow dram in this run. But it was a horrible snow. It was a bad snow. Like, I lost, like, a good 10 seconds in the snow would make sense. I know I only play, like, 4 off gold at the time, but it was, like, my gold just sucked at the time. So, yeah, I got snow dram. I kind of, like, it wasn't even, like, a great snow dram. I think I just kind of, oh, no, it wasn't terrible. So, there, I got snow dram. 109 did not go for snow dram. As you can see, like, I'm getting the shot first when you get the shot blast with snow dram route. So you can see the routing and the 109 is even different in snow. I will say I'm going to be scared when we get to luncheon because I know luncheon is going to be horrible. Like, luncheon, for some reason, I've always been terrible at it. Like, I would get 540s in my snows and 109, but like luncheon was bad. It was like a 1720. Sorry, not 1720. It's not that bad. Like a 720 luncheon I probably had. Yeah. There we go. 103. Oh, I actually had a better poison room in my 109. So there you go. 103. Yeah. There we go. And there we go. Some pretty decent movement up to the top of there. 109. Didn't go for the spiny minute. And 103 just zooming in that. That was a really good pipes for me. Pipes room. There we go. I will say, I do say there's a big difference in luncheon, but there's also going to be a big difference in seaside. Like, I think I would get like, I'd get like 4-minute seasides, which is garbage. So there you go. 103 is just trying to capture the cheap. 109 is grabbing Goomba stack. So again, you can see I'm doing Rango room. I don't even blame myself for it. This route is fine. Snow Kingdom Rango room is like, Rango room sucks because it's not easy to optimize it properly, and it's just a dumb room. So luckily, Snow Dram is harder, but at the same time, it balances it out because I suck at Rango room. But who doesn't? Am I right? So yeah. I didn't go for the pipe suck on the 109. I just did a normal ground pound. And I'm going for Rango room. Let's look at this Rango room as we're finishing out Seaside. Because we already know what Seaside looks like. Seaside was pretty good for me, like a 329. Okay. 109. Okay. Okay, this ringer room isn't terrible. I will say it could be worse. It is very play like like I played it safe. I played it safe. I did get I got a 2x, which is nice. 527 snow. That's not terrible, actually. That's not bad for 109. It was the poison room, wasn't it? There we go. Leaving Seaside under 40 minutes. Yeah, I think I got like a 55 or something. Yeah, 35.55. 39.55. And leaving Snow in 39.33. So I was leaving Snow like I'm leaving Snow when my PB leaves Seaside. So it's like kind of crazy. Oh boy. Here's luncheon. Luncheon in my 103 was a little sloppy at the beginning, but it pulled through. But the 109 is going to have the most garbage Seaside, probably. I got a 420 in my 111. That's horrible. That's horrible. Not even like a 3.5x. There we go. Here, I went for salt triple in my 103, and I knew it wasn't going to work. So I just decided I'll just back it up. I usually get salt triple. It's kind of rare when I miss it. So when I missed it, I was like, this sucks. Yeah. What am I doing in this 109? Oh my gosh. And I missed that. Oh boy. Oh, that was not a terrible backup. Oh, I missed it again. Oh my gosh. Bro's having a meltdown in the 109. And I'm fighting Spirit right now in the 103. No. No. So, okay. Let me tell you why I grabbed the Gushin. No. That's so embarrassing. Let me tell you why I grabbed the Gushin to this fish. Because I was confusing the direction with notes. In notes, you would use that Gushin, but that's not faster. I lost probably almost 10, probably 10 seconds to that because I don't know what I was doing. Like, I should have captured a fish. I don't know why I grabbed a Gushin. One of the reasons why my Seaside sucked at the time. Okay, not terrible. I mean, look at how I didn't even twirl with the fish. Like, look at how slow like my freaking stuff is. 103. Entering shards room right now. I do the roll cancel in shards now, which is a little bit more optimal. But again, this movement's a little bit better because I think I did forkless in my PB, my 109. I think I did. And here we go. Let's see how long it takes me to get fish clip. Okay. That was a slow fish clip. Like, that barely saved me time. I think I was so happy at the time because I didn't clip back in. But this was a 4-minute Seaside. Like, this was bad. It's like a 4.0x, I think. Maybe worse. Who knows? No, it's a 4.0x. 103. That beautiful golden turnip into the pot. And I got a very good manip here. There we go. There we go. That was a very good manip there. I mean, it wasn't perfect, but it was still really good. For me, at least. Then the forks room. I still do. You know what's crazy? Like, I have a 630 luncheon gold, and I could have a 629 so easily if I didn't do this. I used the extra fork. I used that extra fork, and it's so embarrassing. Like if it wasn't for that, I'd have a 29. But I have like a 630 now, so it's still decent gold. 109, not going for salt triple, going for the safer approach to the top of this. My gold, oh my gosh. My 111 gets a 740. That's garbage. Oh wow, look, I'm a minute and ahead. A minute and a half ahead out of Seaside. No wonder. I mean, that Seaside was better than that 109, but my goodness, I don't even want to know what I got in my one. I don't know how I got a 420 in my 111. Like, I must have missed Fish Club like twice or something. And then also just had a bad Kingdom overall. So there you go, getting the story moon, and 109 is fighting Spirit right now. You're gonna see a huge time loss in both of these runs. Two big time losses. A 20-second time loss in the 103, and about a 40-second time loss in the 109. You're gonna see two big time losses. It goes for the triple. There we go. All right. Okay, gets that. 109 entering the shards room, and 103 capturing the meat. Yeah, I'm leaving 103. I'm leaving under 47, which is decent. I think I left at like a 46.39. So under 47 minutes is pretty solid for the luncheon. I mean, most 103s you're going to see under 47 minutes. Rarely you'll see a 47 minute. Ooh. I don't know what I did there. That was such a bad crate, the 109. Okay, I guess I could see how this is good. I'm going to guess this is a 712 luncheon. I'm going to guess this is a 712 luncheon for my 109. I think that's what I got, but I'm not 100% sure. And look at that. Ruined is... 103 is entering Ruined. Tomshi in his video did not include... Oh, wait. I didn't go for the manip in the 109, so I'm definitely going to miss this cycle. Yeah, I don't think I knew about the manip. So, yeah. Here we go. Got the lava bubble here. Oh, no. This is going to be embarrassing what I do here, because this is something that no one does. Okay, that forks movement was questionable. 103 doing Ruined. The only reason I wanted to include Ruined Kingdom and Tomshi didn't is because the thing about Ruined is I'm pretty sure I tied. I think both of these ruins were like really similar, like in terms of segment time. I think I got like a 324 and my PB gets a 323. Like, it's gonna be funny to see like the times. Oh my god, I'm doing spiritless movement right now. Because at the time I thought it was faster to do that because I sucked at the fireball. Like, I sucked at the lava bubble jumps. I don't know why, but I would always lose like 20 to 30 seconds. And I don't know what it was, but I was just so bad at them. So to me, I've had easier times of luncheon by doing that spiritless movement. But there's no lava bubbles in spiritless, so that's why they do it. Oh, this cheese is horrendous. There we go. And long jump, single hop, dive into the story mode on the 109. And there we go. There we go. That's going to be me leaving Ruined, and 109 is still in Luncheon. So, yeah. I will say, going back and looking at these PBs, it just shows how far I've, like, grown as a runner in just 6 minutes. Like, the routing, the strats, like, improved routing, improved movement, improved, like, strats, like, you know, I pull off dram and snow dram and nut clip and stuff like that, and then the 109 does like smat route and late musicians, so it's like it just shows like that. It just shows how important it is to learn simple movement, because you could probably have a person who does a 109 and a 103, and you could probably take someone who gets a 103, does the same routing as the 109, but that movement is just 10 times better, and that's why. Because even if we took out the tricks in this run, which is like the 25 seconds to nut clip, about 10 seconds to snow dram, so like maybe 50 seconds in strats. Take out those 50 seconds, that's still like a 104 because of movement. And there we go. I leave luncheon at under 51 minutes. So there we go. So it just shows. And also this 109, yeah, this could have been a 108. This 109 could have. I'll show you what I mean. That something happened in this run that I will never forget. And there's a reason why I got a 108 super easy afterwards. It didn't feel easy at the time, but it was pretty free. There we go. Grabbing the Ogre Moon and the 103, 109. Entering Ruined. Oh my gosh. I think I tied my Ruined that my 103 got. That's funny. That's hilarious. There we go. Goes for the... Ooh, I see you. These shards are pretty nuts. Well, they're not that impressive, but they're pretty good. Okay. Oh, I messed this up. I messed this part up right here. I uncaptured the bird, and I had to grab that shard. I have a 428 bunnies gold, so I have a 2x now, which is nice. And this was like a 437, so I saved up majority of time. For sure. There we go. So as you can see, getting the damageless strats. I knew the strats for Lost. I mean for Ruined, because they're like free at the time. Oh wow. What is that last phase on Ruined? That's even worse than my 103. I think I got like a 325 Ruined now. I thought I tied. Well, at least my 111 tied my 103's Ruined, which is funny. Okay, we're entering Harriet right now. And there we go. There's the 103 right now. Got the bada bing, bada boom. Got that bomb hit on Harriet. 109 entering the multi-moon. If this was a race, like a CCG race, like this would be such an unfair like competition. You got 109 Timmy and you got 103 Jimmy, so it's like Why did I make that joke? And there we go. And you'll also see that I'm pretty sure my bunnies was like a lot worse. My ruined gold was a 321 at the time, which is not bad. There we go. It's probably a 322 because I did 8 button splits. Wow. I got a 331 ruined in my 109. Bro, I might as well skip ruin then. My gosh. That's pretty sad. And there we go. You can also see like the face cam's covered in the 109, but you can also see like the hair looks the same. I have the same hair now because my hair is like, oh, it's long. It's really very long. 109 was actually going for some interesting movement. I didn't go for bird dram. I think I forgot about bird dram. 103 goes for crates, obviously, because crates are just more optimal and faster. Going for ogre triple jump. That's actually not terrible ogre for the 109. And I did this jump, obviously, that risky jump in the 103, which I do not do in the 109. We're about to enter. We're about to enter beneath the keep. .109 is just grabbing the overmoon wall. 103 is fighting the mech, which it's a very big difference in time. Like now you truly can see that gap. Wow, very fast spin pound on that mech. There you go. I was doing birdless and I was going for target acquired, so you know I'm just very comfortable with target acquired. A lot of people aren't, but I'm like, oh, I'm not gonna fail this. I mean, there's rare scenarios where I do it, but not often. 109 shards actually might be better, funny enough. No, they're not. They're not. Oh, I did glory hole in 109. No. And then nailing TA at the 103. Boom. There's your TA, your target acquired on the mech. I think I did this. I went for the same thing on 109. And I'm smiling because something happened. And if you didn't watch my 109, you're missing out on this part. There we go. 103 finishing mech. Leaving Bowser's with a low 58. And 109 still trying to catch up. There we go. And grabbing that moon. So yeah, you can see pretty big difference in these runs. Like I did a long jump there, which is kind of cringe. I think I was topper first, gang. No, I wasn't, but I rolled that way? That scuffed. Oh, I think I sucked at Harriet. Yeah, I sucked at Harriet. I'm pretty sure I missed a few phases. This is when I thought it was over or something. I was like, I thought the run... The funny thing is, I thought I killed the 109 from Harriet alone. And I was like, not even... But I wasn't even close, because this still could have 108'd. Like, if I didn't miss that Harriet phase, this could have 108'd. And I thought I killed the 109. Just left Bowser's, by the way, in the 103. Just left Bowser's. As you can see, my chat is... My chat is, you know, being like, come on, man, you got this, you know, just encouraging. I had like 30 people watching me at the time, like 30 people live, and it's like decent for me. That's actually really good for me, for someone with a little bit smaller of a fan base, but yeah. The 109 actually did the fast strats though, but I guess that makes sense because you would do them before that. Like, again, like, around 110, if you don't got the boss fights down, it's a big problem. Yeah, and I went for some weird spin pound there. Ooh, jumping on the bunny. Let's go. Did I get a good topper here? I thought I messed up topper my 109, but I guess I was wrong. Okay, good topper fight in the 109. Like, a topper fight like that is like something that I would take now. Because there's a rare instant, like very, very rare, I mess up the topper fight. But I mess up the Harriet fight more than the topper. Because sometimes she does so many hops, and then you throw the bomb back to her in a weird way. Yeah. Like, look at me about in the chapel, and then 109 Dax is just, he's just chilling, waiting for this cutscene to end. And here we go. Here's the 2 big time losses of both runs. So 103, I was looking strong. I didn't go for crates in 109, by the way, so we could just skip this. You can see the movement's different, though. Yeah, there's the spin pound, the cap jump. I jumped off that little board that hugs that wall. And look at me. Yep, I played it safe over that. And then capturing. There we go. Then the movement's the same from there. Now watch the 103 closely. So there we go. Oh, rejection. And right there, as soon as I did that, I thought the run was dead. The 103 was dead, but I couldn't have been more wrong. I mean, I was close. It was close to being dead, at least. It was pretty dead for a while. But if it wasn't for 2D skip, I probably would have got like a 53 or something. Or just the 2D section. And then look at the 109. There we go. Get the spin pound. So the 109 movement, pretty decent. I mean, I was already, like, getting birdless in runs. Like, I was comfortable with that. But I was still nervous because I still wasn't that consistent with target acquired. And I didn't do target acquired properly. Finishing Bowser in the 103. 109 Dax is just like, what is he doing, bro? I was trying to, like, and if you think I'm trying to buffer the spin pound on Spirit, you're wrong. I'm trying to kill Harriet. And then look at this target acquired. Like, I used to try to rely on the flap, and there's rejection. That one is even worse because at the 103 level, if I did that in my 103, I would have killed I would have killed it. It wouldn't have been a 103. And as soon as I fell off mech, I was like, it's over. The run's dead. Just finish it out. No, sorry. The run wasn't dead. I was like, this is going to be like a low 110. It's still going to PB, so I was going to finish it out. It's still going to be a pretty solid PB. But boy, was I wrong. This was a 109. There you go, 103, doing 2D skip. Nailing 2D skip. I got stuck on, you could see Bowser getting stuck under there. And then Bowser gets stuck under here. There. So, like, I could have, like, got a 55 probably with those 2 seconds of time loss. Or maybe even more than 2. Depending on, that 2D skip wasn't that fast. So, that could have saved maybe, like, half a second there. And I was like, I need 57 pillars. And I averaged, like, 102 pillars or 103 pillars at the time. So, I was like, oh, boy, I need good pillars. Like, sub 1 pillars for me was, like, I would never get sub 1 pillars. But I was like, I have no choice but to do it. So my brother walks in my room, very distracting. I'm like, get out. Because, like, I got to focus. And then there it is. The last fireballs to victory. And after a few more fireball shots, the 103 was obtained. And as soon as I already knew I got the 103, but for some reason I have very delayed reactions. So we can actually put that, like, on. Okay, it's okay, I can retime it. Dude, you're gonna have to...
There we go. So there we go. We're just going to cover that. And there we go. So that's the 103 right there. So that is the 103 right there. And that's going to be it for that 103. So now we got to finish up this, we got the 109 next. And yeah. So let's just let this 109 finish out. But yeah, I remember I was like, that reaction, I was like, okay, this is at least a 58, 103, 58. And I was like, no, it's a 57. So I knew it was a 103, but I was quick to reaction. Because the funny thing is, when I get 103.59, the number 103.59 just doesn't look good. Like, I want a 58, 103.58 or 103.57 just looks better as a number than a 9. And I don't know why, but I thought that. There we go, 109, rolling into the chapel. So yeah, let me know, guys, if you took something from this. It just shows that you don't need crazy good run to get a sub 110. Like, look at that 109. The amount of mistakes I made. I fell off the robot. I fell off Mecha Brutal. And I still sub 110 this. So people out there are discouraged on their 115s or whatever. PPs that they think that they can't get the sub 110 barrier. Watch this 109. Look at how garbage it is. You can get it. You can get it. Okay, sub 110 is not hard. Sub 1 hour, that's tough. Sub 101 is the first PB that's actually difficult is 101. Like, really difficult. Because, like, I could get a 102, probably. But 101, that's going to be tough. Like, I'm going to have to play really good. I'm going to have to grind out my sub by a lot. Because I grinded out my sub, like, my sub's like 51 seconds faster than when I got that 103. So I did a lot of ILs. There we go. So we got Bowser shooting his fireballs. And, yeah, finishing it out. I didn't do fast hats, so as you can see, I'm going to stand back and I'm just going to, like, home in the damn cap. Yeah, sure, Reba. And then punch Bowser in the crotch. So, yeah. And a few more tailspins. And there we go. As soon as I was like, sub 110 is alive. Not only was it alive, but I got it by 18 seconds. So it wasn't just like, it didn't just barely get it. Like, it was in, it was in the bag. It wasn't like, oh, I got a 109.59. No, it was in the bag. So there we go. We're just kind of just running. I remember I was so nervous. So let's just let the rest play out. Oh, I didn't get to play my reaction for the other one.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Well, let's just let this play out. And
right now.
We're almost
2D SS? You wish.
I didn't go for 2D skip. I was I wasn't comfortable with it, and that's understandable at the end of the...
No skips. I'm not doing 2D.
Run. 2D skip
Forget
is just
XD. I don't got the
annoying and
nerves for that.
difficult and can easily kill runs.
I could have probably done it,
there
actually.
We go.
But no way. No way,
Yes,
no
sir.
how.
Throw a few fireballs. Break a few walls.
Oh my gosh.
And at this point,
gosh.
I should have realized, dude, this could literally...
Oh my gosh, it could actually
like,
happen.
It's pretty in the bag. I remember, I didn't
Dude, like, I actually have a lot of time.
But...
Oh,
like,
wait, no, I barely have time.
How bad pillars could have been, and still could have won a 9. And that's actually when I met an online friend named Micro SR, who is no longer with us. Not dead, but like, they stopped Faye left the internet months ago. Like a good 3.5 months ago, they just quit the internet. It's understandable, you know. It's not for everyone, and when people get drained, they maybe are gonna be able to talk to them again one day. For now. And look at how bad that last pillar was. Like, ugh, such a bad run. But as you can see, I'm really excited. Oh my gosh! This is real! This is real! 142! I failed Birdless too, and I still. Oh my gosh! Oh my god! So yeah, that's gonna be it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed this like PB analysis comparing these different runs. Hope you guys enjoy. Make sure to know if you want me to do something like this, like in the future, where I compare like a 103 to like a sub hour, or compare like someone else's 2 PBs, or if you want me to compare my 109 to like a 11X runner, or just any other comparison to educate you guys. But thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.